I had to be confused by this. Now I'm going to confuse you. Killer now identifies as an infant who wears nappies and demands baby food in prison. A killer who transitioned from male to female while in prison has demanded guards hold his hand while outside his cell because he identifies as an infant. Sophie Eastwood, who was named Daniel when he was jailed for life in 2004 after using shoelaces as a garrote to strangle his cellmate. Eastwood, who has lived as a woman in Her Majesty's prison for the past 4 years, has been described as attention-seeking and manipulative by sources inside the jail. The murderer has now told chiefs at Palmont Prison in Brighton, Scotland, that he identifies as a tot, which means toddler, and should now be allowed to wear diapers and have his meals pureed like a baby. He has also demanded guards hold his hand when he is escorted to and from his cell. Prison bosses are taking Eastwood's request seriously and have already supplied him with a dummy. A source said this prisoner has been difficult and manipulative over the years, which is why he is still behind bars after 17 years. He decided that he would transition from a man to a woman, which is becoming more common in jail these days. But this is obviously something else entirely, and the Scottish Prison Service has no protocol in place for dealing with prisoners who decided they are babies. The source added, Eastwood is a complex person and intelligent, but he is pretty demanding on the resources of the prison and enjoys being the center of attention. It's difficult to know if he really does feel a natural inclination to be treated like a baby, or if it's just some kind of attention seeking. Modern prisons are very tuned into human rights and the legal implications they throw up, so it's being given proper consideration. Eastwood is serving a life sentence for killing Paul Algie in 2004. Formerly Daniel Eastwood, he has been living as a woman in jail for 4 years and completed his 15-year minimum term in 2019, but he has remained in secure conditions and is not due for release. The source added, this prisoner has already served the entire punishment of the tariff, but he has not been advanced through the prison estate to a place where he can prepare for release. There is no current intention to put him in any open prison regime. This is nothing to do with gender issues. He just refuses to play by the rules or show any inclination or readiness to live in normal society. Speaking to the Daily Record from Palmont Prison earlier this year, Eastwood claimed he would have been freed by now if he had remained a man. And before all the paragraphs come up, or if they already did calling me transphobic for respecting this human being, I want you to know something. It's never gonna happen. I don't care how any of you feel. I don't care what you say to me or about me. I don't care what videos you make calling me a transphobe. There will never come a day in my life where I respect somebody who does something that doesn't warrant any of it. I don't care if you straight, gay, man, woman, child, whatever. I'm gonna make fun of you. I'm gonna disrespect you. I'm gonna treat you like a piece of shit because you decided to do something that warranted you to be treated like a piece of shit. I am not going to cater to somebody's whims all because they feel a certain way. And now the bastard got second thoughts because, well, maybe I would have been out of jail if I would have just stayed a man. You probably wouldn't even be in jail if you weren't so dumb enough to take somebody else's life. That would have been a smarter thing to say. That's an easier solution to the problem. If you don't want to serve life in jail, don't be an asshole who decides that it's wise to take somebody else's life. And then for anybody to take even 5 seconds to consider, hey, maybe this person actually feels like they're a baby. That is a grown adult. I'm not going to sit around if I was a warden, prison officer, janitor, and cater to somebody who took somebody else's life and thinks now's the time to start crying and getting the center of attention, getting all eyes on them, being manipulative, being disorderly in a prison where they are liable to punish you for being an ignorant bastard inside of a prison. I don't care how anybody would feel about this. If you're going to be somebody that's going to sit there and say, Leon, you're being very transphobic. I thought you were more reasonable than that. I thought you were more respectful than that. I am, for people who deserve it. This is not to say all transgenders are out and about looking to take people's lives. It's not to say anybody in the LGBTQ community is out there going around hoping to end a bunch of heterosexual lives, because that's generalizing. I'm talking about this one human being who was dumb enough to take somebody else's life and expects the world, or at least a prison system, to cater to their every whim. It's a dumb thing to do, and it's something I'm not ever going to do. And if you want to do that, cool, you're a fucking weirdo too. I won't do it for Christian. I won't do it for somebody who shoots up a school. I won't do it for anybody. I don't care what your skin is, your sex is, gender, whatever. If you do something that warrants disrespect, prepare for me to disrespect you once I find out about it. And again, for all the people that's sitting around and you're typing that paragraph out and you're calling me a transphobe, you're using all the buzzwords, you're hoping it sticks, and you hope I'm gonna read that long ass paragraph, which I'm not. I just want you to do something for me. Fly to wherever this prison is and go take that bitch's diaper off and change it, and make sure you eat all the shit she done dumped out for you, because that's clearly what you wanted to do with your spare time. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.